Welcome to Chamber Talk. I got a great show for you today. We are in East Dublin at the Bank of Dudley, where we are hosting our annual East Side District 5 Breakfast Exchange, and we've got a lot of great sponsors today, and I've caught up with Michael Edge. Michael, thank you for being with me. With Middle Georgia Mechanical here, they are one of our sponsors today. Michael, you guys have been in business in East Dublin for how long?
Since 1991, so we can say we've been in business for over 25 years now. Always been on the east side over here, where we do service all of Lawrence County and surrounding counties for all your heating and air business, residential and commercial.
So tell me just a little bit about some of the things you guys have going on, and this time of the year, what types of services are you guys providing more than anything else?
Well, as of right now, like I say, we've just come through our busy season. Summertime, like I say, being in the heating and air business in Middle Georgia, it is our busy season, but as you can tell this morning, I'm sure we've had some customers may have turned their heat on. So we may be getting some heat calls come through the next couple of days. But like I say, we offer any type repair and replacement on any brand, warranty work on any brand. So like I say, and like I say, we do offer that for residential and commercial customers.
We appreciate you guys sponsoring this breakfast and supporting East Dublin. Thank you. I want to welcome Sam Beal to the show. Sam, Bank of Dudley sponsors this morning, actually the inaugural sponsors of this event for the District 5 Exchange. Tell me a little bit about the exciting stuff going on at Bank of Dudley, and then we'll talk a little bit about this morning.
Well, we're on the east side, and this was our first big renovation project 8, maybe 9 years ago. Then we went to Veterans, renovated it 3 years ago. So the big project that Heath is referring to now is actually our main office downtown Dublin. We started it in September. We should complete it around Thanksgiving. We bought a building next to us known as the old Scott Thompson building. It has been completed. The upstairs has been completed. We finished phase 1 and 2, and now we are doing phase 3. We're right in the middle of it, and we're looking forward to it. It's no longer going to be a maze of 4 buildings. When you go inside, it'll be a traditional bank lobby, open, and we're looking forward to it.
And lots of money to loan to folks.
Oh, we got lots of money to loan for all kind of things.
Okay, let's talk a little bit, Sam, about this morning. This is a special event we do once a year, and it's to bring some awareness to East Dublin and some of the things going on over here. You guys have been over here, as you mentioned, for many, many, many years, but talk a little bit about why it's important that we come over and do this each year.
Well, this is called the District 5 Exchange. That name comes from the Commission District 5, which is occupied by our commissioner, Emery Lake. Emery's been on probably 25 plus years. And this is the east side of the county's kind of heartthrob here in East Dublin. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk to Brian Rogers and Emery Lake from the county perspective. We'll talk to Lynn Tanner, Mayor Pro Tem, and Larry Drew from the city of East Dublin. And then we'll have a stand-in for Jerry Hatcher, who's the interim superintendent for the Lawrence County school system. His daughter's having a baby in Nebraska. He could not make it. But we got Rhonda Hightower here from the school system, and she's brought with her all 3 principals from the east side campus. So we're going to hear a little bit about the education on the east side, economic development, what's going on in the city of East Dublin, probably hear a little something about the new bridge opening, and maybe something about infrastructure work that will go where we'll have a consolidated effort between the county and city and development authority if and when the mega site hits.
I want to welcome to the show the East Dublin City Administrator, Mr. Larry Drew. Larry, how long have you been doing this job over in East Dublin?
I've been a city administrator for 20 years now.
And I hear some rumors out in the community. Are you starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Yeah, I see the light. I got about 114 more days to go. I'm going to work to the end of the year and call it quits after 41 years and 8 months.
Nobody's counting, though, right?
No, there ain't nobody counting.
So you're going to share with us a little bit in a few minutes about some of the things going on in East Dublin, but just real brief this morning, you've been here quite a while in East Dublin. Share your feelings and sentiments on East Dublin.
East Dublin's a great place. We're small. We're across the river from Dublin, but we got a lot going on over here. we try to make everything go good over here. We've got businesses coming in, and we welcome all of them that comes in, and we're looking forward to spend time with everybody that comes over here and try to help them any way we can to get the businesses over here. So we got about all our businesses locations filled right now, and we hope we get some more.
We appreciate you this morning and look forward to hearing from you in just a little bit. Okay, I got Pat Ford with me, Bank of Dudley, Chamber Ambassador. There's a whole lot of different roles that you have in the community here, Pat.
But we've had a good time. I've been in the community for about 29 years, and Heath wouldn't want to go anywhere else. Dublin, Lawrence County, fantastic. I've been over on the east side of the East Dublin branch with the Bank of Dudley for about 8 months, and I'm just enjoying it. It's fantastic. The people at the Bank of Dudley is fantastic. One of the things, too, I wanted to mention, especially since it's football season, and like Sam mentioned earlier today, that we love football here in South Georgia, and the Bank of Dudley sponsors a rib rocker for every home game for every school in the county, for Trinity, Dublin, East Lawrence, and West Lawrence. And so really excited to have the Bank of Dudley participating out like we do within the school systems. It's exciting, but again, just being an opportunity to do what we can in the community as an ambassador, working with local businesses, welcoming them in, and just being engaged and helping them get engaged with what we've got going on with y'all.
Now tell me with this rib rocker, because I'm not familiar with it, and there may be some folks watching. Explain that to me.
Well, with a rib rocker, we in the press box and each press box staff at all the other schools during the home games will choose a great hit, one that really makes people stand up and cheer, or one that just really makes an impact in the game. Could be offensive, could be defensive, but after the end of the game, we'll vote on which player had the most impactful hit, called the Bank of Dudley Rib Rocker, and we'll give them a gift card from Sonny's Barbecue, because Sonny's Barbecue is helping us with that rib rocker. Ribs at Sonny's and Bank of Dudley, two great combinations. And then at the end of the year, we'll be doing a Rib Rocker Award for the best one for the season. And we'll do a plaque for them at their annual athletic banquets and stuff like that. So.
Hey, fantastic, Pat. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for being a great chamber ambassador, community ambassador. Thank you for what you guys do with the Bank of Dudley here. And we just look forward to great continued days of success with you. All right, welcome to the show now, Brian Rogers, our county administrator. Is that the correct title, Brian?
Yes.
We don't say manager, it's just the administrator. Yes. But, hey, a lot of good things going on. Great breakfast this morning, and the purpose of this breakfast is to share what's going on the east side of the river. Tell me a little bit about your work and the things that don't give away everything, because I know you're going to speak in just a little bit, but about your relationship with the folks here in East Dublin.
Well, we're going through a lot of issues right now. Positive ones, a lot of them are some growing pains, but our main focus right now, especially on the east side, is we've got a lot of infrastructure and bridges and things like that we're trying to improve. We've got several of them identified for replacement, which can be it's great once they get replaced. It can be a little challenging for the communities that are around those areas during the process, because it does create detours and things of that nature. Of course, the other big thing is the bridge construction across the river, which is going to make a huge impact for the east side and the west side. So a lot of good things going on. As always, the public has to be patient, because there's always a little trouble with growing.
A little bit of growing pains from time to time. Okay, and if folks will stick around for the rest of the show, we're going to hear the name of that bridge later on this morning.
We will.
All right, so stick around and we'll give you the name of the new bridge in just a little bit.
At Bank of Dudley, we understand that buying a new home is a time of many decisions, and we're here to help and answer all of your questions that might arise during the mortgage loan process. Our mortgage professionals, Shirley Clements and Sherry Adderhall, have over 75 years of combined mortgage experience, backed by a bank that has served this community since 1905. Call or come by and visit with Sherry or Shirley at our Veterans Boulevard branch, or go online at bankofdudley.com and get started today. Bank of Dudley, creating a custom mortgage experience with competitive rates and terms, is what service is all about. Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Cullen Supply and Engine Service, your steel dealer at 826 South Harris Street in Sandersville and 910 East Jackson in Dublin.
I want to say good morning to you. Welcome to the District 5 Exchange. It's a great event. We do this one time a year, but we want to come over here and make sure that folks are aware of all the great things that are going on in the city of East Dublin. On behalf of the Chamber, I want to remind you that if you have not attended a Membership 101 program at the Chamber on Thursday, September 14th at 8 a.m., we'll have a Membership 101 program to help you learn more about the Chamber and how to better utilize your membership at the Chamber. And you can register for that on the Chamber webpage. Also want to remind you that during the month of October, it's Spooky to be Hungry is what we're calling this from the Chamber. But at any Chamber events during the month of October, if you could bring non-perishable food items, they will go to the local United Way to help support needy families here in Dublin and Lawrence County. We also have the 16th Annual Membership Appreciation Day coming up in October. It's on October the 12th. We've got 35 great sponsors for that show. It's filled up, sold out. All we need now is for you to come and eat some of the food that we're going to be providing and meet our vendors, our members, and see all the great products and services that they have. And then I also want to take just a minute, if we could, if you are a board member or an ambassador, if you're here this morning, would you raise your hand real quick? Can we say thank you to these folks, please? And do we have any new members? I know I saw at least one in here. Any new members with us this morning? Could you raise your hand if you're here, if you've joined the Chamber recently? He's on the phone in the back. Okay, that's Cliff with local yokel back there. Anyway, thank you to our new members for being here this morning. We're going to take just a few minutes to hear from each one of our sponsors. They're going to take about a minute to talk about their company, and then I think most of them have brought a door prize with them. So we'll give away some door prizes, and then we will hear our District 5 Exchange update. So we're going to start with Chambers Water Filtration, Mr. Charles Chambers.
I want to thank everybody. Thank everybody for your business. I want to thank everybody that was sponsored this morning, and of course the Chamber of Commerce. And Heath, we definitely appreciate you. As far as from our business this morning, we had Tammy Williams, and then of course my wife Patty is here. Of course, she's representing Easter Seals and Chambers Water Filtration. And other than that, I just want to appreciate y'all. Everybody be safe over the weekend, and we'll see y'all next year. This morning is for Josh Cruz. Josh, we might have to go back to the drawing board soon. How about if we just break him one?
Thank you, Charles. Next, we're going to have our City of East Dublin.
We do want to welcome everybody coming today for this over here to the Chamber. I do thank everybody for coming, and what I want to do is just ask everybody just please safe this weekend. We've got all these people coming in, and we don't know what's going to happen. Ask everybody be safe, and thank you for coming. Okay, we have a door prize or $50 gift certificate for Oconee Bait and Tackle. Mitchell Tanner.
Yes, he does. Our interim superintendent, Mr. Jerry Hatcher, his daughter is expecting a baby, so he is trying to get out ahead of this lady called Irma and get to Nebraska where his daughter is. So he's unable to be here this morning, but I am certainly honored to get to introduce some wonderful people and to tell you a very quick little synopsis of the Lawrence County school system. We are experiencing some phenomenal academic growth, and that is attributed to these folks over here and to our other administrators and the wonderful team of teachers that they lead every day. It is also attributed to you all and to the support of this community. Thank you so much for your pennies that you give with the SPLOST. But not only that, everything you do for our schools day in and day out, whether you're a parent or a business owner, we certainly appreciate everything that you do. Brandon E. Tapley.
Like I said, my name's Michael Edge with Middle Georgia Mechanical, Heating and Air Conditioning. Just tell you a little bit about us. A family-owned company here in East Dublin. Like I said, we do commercial and residential heating and air. Like I said, we're family owned. Started in 1991 by Dwayne Edge. He's my father. I'm sure everybody knows him. May have seen him down at the Huddle House. And a lot of people know her as Linda. I call her Mama. Where's Mama at? You raise her hand. There's Mama. I just want to have everybody congratulate them. After this year, we're been in business for over 25 years now. So I want to give a applause down for 25 years of business. There's been a lot of sacrifices and a lot of hard work over 25 years. I just want to say I appreciate them. Appreciate all the employees, Middle Georgia. Without y'all, like I say, everything runs smooth, and we have a great team. So if there's anything we could help y'all as far as your heating and air conditioning, we offer repair, replacement, duct cleaning, gas logs. We've got a full showroom full of gas logs. It's getting that time of year again, so y'all come by and check our showroom out. And like I say, appreciate y'all coming out and supporting the District 5. And we got a gift bag for Tammy Chambers Butler.
Good morning. I'm Ashley with Shred Cycle. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out this morning. We're a family-owned and operated business, and we look forward to serving you in the future. Thank you.
All right, I'm supposed to serve a dual role here. First of all, let me say that I'm going to stand up a little bit higher. If you see the dark blue, navy, khaki shirts, there was a very specific instruction sent out on the Bank of Dudley intranet that we were, and first of all, this is no separation of the river when I say this, okay? This is a bringing together. We were not to wear green today. We were to wear our blue shirts. So I wore my red one. Now, can you guess why I wore my red one and I said we're not wearing green today? There you go. We cheering against the Pope this weekend. So it had nothing to do with Dublin and East Dublin. This was much deeper than that. This is college football. This is for blood. So I had to wear my red one. Thank you for coming. I appreciate all these employees of the Bank of Dudley and what they mean to the Bank of Dudley. We're a family, and we stress that. We talk about that. We renovated this office, is James Frederick here? In 1997. This was a very small, old CNS office. It was dark. The drive-ins were on that side. Do what? Yeah, it wasn't 97. You and I were still in our other life then. We didn't come here to 04. That's right. The drive-ins were so narrow that we were keeping Lynn Tanner in business at Tanner's Service Center up there, because once a week or once a month we were sending some customer up there to get a tire replaced where they'd hit the curb and busted their tire going through these small drive-ins. So we moved the drive-ins to the back, opened this building up, and the rest is history. The East Side's been great to the Bank of Dudley. Then somebody helped me here with veterans. 4 years ago, we renovated our veterans office. I can't remember the exact date. And we made those drive-ins to accommodate large SUVs and soccer moms and dually trucks, and we're pulling trailers. So I'm getting to a point. So now we are renovating our downtown office, and it's a big deal for us. It's 4 buildings. It used to be a maze to try to find anybody in those buildings. I want you to put on your calendar sometime in November or December. I don't know for sure, but you'll have an announcement from the chamber about a grand reopening and a ribbon cutting. It will be hopefully this year before Christmas, maybe from Thanksgiving to Christmas. But we're going to have a grand reopening. We're in phase 3 of that building project right now. It's getting close. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we're very, very excited about it. It's going to afford our staff to be much more efficient in waiting on you, the customer. And it's certainly going to make an impact on downtown and the revitalization. So we thank y'all for coming. We thank you for what you mean to the Bank of Dudley and what you mean for this community. Now, let's do a door prize right quick. I'm going to look in there. I'm not looking for my name, but I'm not going to draw a Bank of Dudley name. Patty Chambers, Easter Seals. Patty, Charles is probably going to take most of that stuff away from me, but I promise you this, there is a rain poncho in there, and there is a slicker in there that you can have. You may need it in the next 3 days. Yep. If you have not put a card in, put one in now, because the last thing we're drawing for is a money prize, and because this is the only, I think I'm right, District 5 exchange breakfast type thing, we will draw till we have a winner. $150. So make sure you put your card in.
You've been saying you want it, and now's the time to get it. Pool and patio furniture in style with fabrics you want, comfort and durability you deserve. You'll even save on accessories and add your own personal style. Peak season and telescope casual furniture, a new category of furniture made of superior quality marine grade polymer, will not crack nor separate in any outdoor environment, and proudly made in America. Come see the full line of pool and patio furniture at Mid-State Pools and Spas today, and bring home a colorful poolside with the original Pawleys Island Adirondack chairs. Visit our showroom today and see the complete line of lounge chairs for your pool, and see the selection of Louisiana grills, the wood pellet grill that bakes, roasts, braise, smokes, grills, sears, char grills, and barbecues. Anytime's a great time for a Louisiana grill, and now's a great time to save at Mid-State Pools and Spas, located on Veterans Boulevard in Dublin. Mid-State Pools and Spas. We know pools.
I'm Dr. Manuel Vega from Dublin, Macon Cardiology. I've been in the same office in the campus of Fairview Park Hospital since 2004. I usually market myself as being Lawrence County only cardiology group that's available 24 hours, 7 days a week. What it means is I live in town. I live probably 5 minutes from the hospital. This is different from some of the other cardiologists in the area, which mostly reside or live in, probably the closest place will be Macon, Georgia, which is about an hour away. On any given day, my office is open and a patient may come in and see myself or see my PA or my nurse practitioner and actually get an answer immediately than having to wait for weeks or days, or waiting until that doctor has another rotation locally. The difference in having a local cardiologist, especially a person with all the credentials and all the boards, is that you get excellent care and you get it locally. I don't have a mission statement, but my statement is go through life and touch people positively and make a difference in somebody else's life. And that's how I practice, and that's how I live.
The District 5 exchange portion of this program is about to start, and I'm going to introduce first, we're going to go with the school system because they might need to get back and look after some children.
I'm Kelly Dean, and I'm the new principal at East Lawrence Elementary. We've had a great start to our school year. I want to first thank Bank of Dudley. They fed us lunch one day this year, and if you know teachers, chocolate and food are the way to our hearts. So we appreciate the Bank of Dudley for feeding us lunch this year. We currently have about 650 students. That includes pre-K and then 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades. And one of our big goals this year is that we have every child reading on grade level or above grade level. We truly believe that if we can have a child reading at grade level, that gives them access to everything later in life. And that's social skills, science skills, math skills, everything they need to be successful in life. So that's a big push. So if any of you want to come be mentor readers at our school, I'll sign you up anytime to come out and read with our children. Please feel free to stop by at any time and see what's going on at East Lawrence Elementary. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm the My name is Jamie Lawhorn. I'm the principal at East Lawrence Primary. We have about 530 kids ages 5 to 7, grades kindergarten through second. And a lot like what Ms. Dean said, we're just kind of real focused on teaching those kids to read. I mean, they're coming into us in kindergarten sometimes not even knowing their letters, and we're just trying to move them from kindergarten to second grade where they can read and be prepared for Kelly and her school. So we're excited about the new school year. We've had a good start, I think. Hopefully all the traffic woes are behind us, and we look forward to the rest of the school year. Thank y'all.
I'm OJ Hall, and as he said, I'm at East Middle High. So real quick, we got a couple of new faces and some very key positions at our middle and high school because two of my APs left me to go on other jobs who were with me last year, Dr. Jamie Lawhorn and Miss Kelly Dean, but they're both doing great jobs at their new schools. But we have Miss Megan Sharrow, who is serving as an assistant principal. We have Miss Janelle Butler, who's serving as an assistant principal. And we also have Miss Leslie Brantley, who replaced Miss Cammie Dalley, who all of you probably know as our school counselor. So those are all names you want to be familiar with if you hear them in the community. We're off to a great start. We ended the last year at the high school with about 540 students. We're up to right at about 585 right now, so we're definitely growing. We have about 1,100 students total between the two schools combined. One of the things that was a big focus for us, and thanks to the community in the district and our board and our former superintendent as well as our current superintendent for the construction that we had this summer to make our schools safer. For years, if you walked into the East Middle High building, you can walk straight into the building no matter who you were and interact with the kids, go down the hallways, unless somebody really saw you or caught you. But now you are required to go through the front office and be allowed to go into the rest of the building. So that's one of the things that we focus on in addition to educating our students. The first thing we want to make sure is that they are safe. And so that opportunity and that construction this summer has allowed our students to be safe throughout the school day with us having eyes on everybody that walks through the building. Educationally, we're just making an effort to continue to improve, as both of these administrators talked about, the reading level of our students. We typically call it increasing their lexile because we do believe that reading is fundamental, and we don't just think that as a saying. That's something that we want to implement with all of our kids, as well as providing a holistic educational opportunity for them to peek into their career fields, athletic fields, as well as future endeavors as well. But we do appreciate all the support that we receive from the East Dublin community, and if you ever need us, our doors are always open. Thank you.
We have a lot of things going on, just like our fire department has just received a $65,000 grant to buy air tanks with. Our police department has been updated with tasers, body cameras, and bulletproof vests. We're completely updated. Okay, as you know, the T-Splosh out really helps out East Dublin because we just finished paving 18 paved streets here in East Dublin. Okay, you're aware that going out Highway 80, we have expanded city limits past East Lawrence School where we can run water and sewage out there. I don't know if you realize this, but down 199, if you hadn't traveled that road, we have expanded the city limits East Dublin down 199 to the mega site, and it stops right there at Bush Road on the interstate. Okay, I do know y'all asking about the mega site, so I'm going to bring Chief City Administrator Larry Drew up here to talk about the mega site.
Our mega site down on 199 Highway is certified, oldest one in the state of Georgia certified. It's 2,003 acres. It's split up in 3 tracks, a 900-acre track, 500, and another 500. And we had several people looking at this track. We had a $3 billion car manufacturer looking at it to start off with, but they left us and we couldn't get them, and they left, went to South Carolina. And we had also 2 tire manufacturers. One of them was $2 billion investment. And they left and went to North Carolina. Then we had another tire manufacturer. They left and went to South Carolina. So we're trying to get them, and several people have looked at this track. It's a certified track, oldest one in the state of Georgia, certified McCauley and Sweeney outfit. That's when people get ready to look for a track in Georgia or anywhere in the United States, they call these people. If they sign off on it, they know it's shovel ready. It's ready to go, and they know that all the paperwork has been done on it. And all they do is call. And like I said, we've got the oldest one in the state of Georgia right here on 199 Highway. It's got heavy power on it, got railway on it, and it's got I-16 frontage, so it's ready to go for anybody. And one day somebody's going to buy it on it, and we don't get somebody down there. It's going to be great for the city of East Dublin and the whole Lawrence County because it's going to bring in a lot of people. They don't need houses, they don't need apartments to rent, they don't need banks to put the money in. And they'll be spending money here in our community, and that'll bring more money, sales tax, and splosh and all. So it'll be a great asset to East Dublin and Lawrence County. I'd like to thank you for coming out this morning to East Dublin. Thank you, Bank of Dudley and Sam for hosting this, and all the other sponsors. Thank you.
That's really exciting, and I don't think any of us know the magnitude of what would happen if we landed an industry like that on this side. I think there's some people that are apprehensive and scared, actually scared about what would happen and how it would change geographically and financially, and just change the city on the east side. It'll be a drastic change, and it's coming. It's not a matter of if, it's when. So, in leading into that, Brian Rogers, our Lawrence County administrator, Brian's probably got several topics to talk about. He will brush on that. I know you want to hear his latest update from FEMA about the hurricane, and then we got another great announcement with a bridge opening. So, with no further ado, Brian Rogers.
Choose the convenience of Neighbors Express and get friendly, courteous service every time you visit any of our convenient locations. Fill up with pay at the pump and take advantage of our bigger and better selection of beverages and tobacco products. Buy 12 packs of Pepsi products, 2 for $6.99. Enjoy the popular crushed ice with your favorite fountain drink. Also enjoy a fresh, hot breakfast. Stop by for lunch or dinner. It's always fresh, always convenient at Neighbors Express, now located at I-16 and 441 and in Cedar Grove, providing farm fuel for all our customers. Count on the convenience of Neighbors Express. Join Piggly Wiggly in the celebration of our 100th anniversary, and the celebration is spreading throughout our community with a renewed pride in our hometown grocer, Piggly Wiggly. 100 years of great product and great customer service. Piggly Wiggly is where you'll find everything from the freshest in produce to 100% certified Angus beef, the only certified Angus beef dealer in Lawrence County. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. Thanks for joining us in our 100th anniversary celebration.
Commissioner Emery Lake would love to have been here to give this update, but he's not feeling well this morning, so I'm going to stand in for him. But there are a lot of great things happening all over Lawrence County, and a lot of things happening over here in the eastern part also. As Sam mentioned, all eyes here lately have been on Irma coming up the coast, and fortunately, over the night, it did take a more favorable turn to us for all of us. You know, the way they're talking about when it makes landfall coming up through Florida, which weakens the storm for us. Now, some it will make it worse, but specifically for the Middle Georgia area right now, if it tracks the way it has overnight, it will be a blessing for us from you know, making it a little bit weaker. Hopefully, maybe not as many evacuees from the coast. Of course, it is a fluid situation. A lot of times they're gaining more and more confidence in the modeling for this storm, but there's been a lot of long hours over the night, you know, doing a lot of planning with sheltering, and we do already have some people in Lawrence County from different communities in Florida and South Georgia that in personal care homes and things like that are already here in our community. And so I just asked everybody to be patient, show a lot of patience. You know, they're displaced, they're upset, and let's show them some good Southern hospitality. So, but like I said, that is a fluid situation, and we'll continue to monitor it. And but it has improved for us from a weather standpoint and an evacuee standpoint. As far as things that are specifically happening over here in East Dublin, we've got a lot of infrastructure projects going on. You know, we're just finishing up Catlin Road and Catlin Spur. We got prime on it yesterday, or actually most of it yesterday. They'll finish it up today, and that road will hopefully be paved. That's the one that connects Highway 29 with Highway 199. It's about a 2.3 mile paving project. We just completed about 25 miles of striping of existing paved roads here on the east side, and we've got 3 or 4 more residential type roads that will also be paved between now and November 1 of this year, going up the Bruton Road. We've also identified several bridge projects, not the big one I'll tell you about earlier, but that we have several local bridge projects that we've identified that have to be replaced over the next 3 to 4 years. We'll be paying for those out of the SPLOST that this community so graciously voted in again. That SPLOST will start July 1 of 2018, but we're already in the planning phase for replacing those. One over on North Peachtree Road, it was shut down for a short time, and we did some temporary repairs to it to get it up to speed. But a lot of these structures are 75 years old, and it's just they are going to have to be replaced. That is not an easy task because it does cause inconveniences for the public. There will be detours involved, things of that nature. So it will get worse before it gets better. But we have that one definitely identified. That will be the first one we do. I'll quickly speak to the one everybody wants to know about. That's the New River Bridge crossing that goes out past Country Club and ties in, goes across Buckeye Road into Ben Hall Lake. If you haven't heard, the dedication of that building, of that bridge and opening will be October 3rd at 10 o'clock. We intend to have a big ribbon cutting ceremony with a lot of state people down. It's a very monumental project for us. I know I've been here over 16 years, and discussions were ongoing, DuBose, golly, 25, 30 years ago for that. So I've looked in that file, and I'm amazed at how far back that project goes, but it's fixing to happen. When we cut that ribbon, it'll be open, and it's not going to be shut down again, and you won't be able to drive. We cut that ribbon, make the dedication, and people will be driving over it for many, 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 many years. It's a very worthwhile project. It's going to open up a part of Lawrence County that, to me, is one of the most beautiful areas we have in that northern eastern side up there. So I know the other night I went from the country club across the bridge. Don't tell anybody I did drive across it. Went that way and then came back around the other way just to see, and it was almost 20 minutes drive of it cut off between traffic and everything else. So it's going to be very convenient for a lot of people from a retail standpoint and a public safety standpoint for us to be able to access and provide quick responses and get you back to the hospital or fire response if needed. So now one thing I do want to say is that the commissioners have made a decision to dedicate that bridge in memory of Staff Sergeant Dewey Johnson. He was someone from the east side that was killed in when they were trying to free the hostages in Iran. I guess I was a young fellow at that point in time. So, but I know a lot of his family members are still here. There are a lot of people from his unit and all over the United States that are supposedly coming back for that dedication, but that bridge will be named in his honor, Staff Sergeant Dewey Johnson. So, but anyway, we're excited about the direction Lawrence County's taking. You know, Larry Drew spoke a lot about the mega site. That is a very exciting project for how it could change in a positive way, in my opinion, for Lawrence County. So, you know, if you're not growing, then you're going backwards, and we truly believe that economic development is the lifeblood of our community, and if we're not striving for that type of success, then we'll be going back as a community. And I know my Board of Commissioners has no intentions of doing that. We're going full speed ahead to try to bring Lawrence County a lot of success now and into the future. Thank you.
This is what the District 5 is all about. It's not about just eating breakfast and shaking hands. It's about hearing what's going on in District 5, and that's designated, of course, by the Commission District. So I hope you've heard something or learned something this morning you didn't know. I hope you're excited about the bridge opening, the things that are happening in East Dublin, what's happening at the East Campus, and of course, what's happening on the east side of the county, and the potential for the mega site. So all these are great things. I do want to, since I am a past school board member, I want to thank all the educators that are here, and I know everybody's not recognized. So if you're here, I see Holly and Rhonda, and there may be some more. If you're here with the Board of Education anyway, please raise your hand. And these three, listen, I used to fuss with my wife about what they did or what they didn't do, and this is what she told me. She said, let me tell you something. When they walk in the bank, you can take an application and you can qualify them or disqualify them. When those yellow buses drive up and open the doors, we got to take what comes off of it. And it doesn't matter what that child's situation was the night before, if they've had a hot meal, if they've been beaten or abused, we got to take them in that school building and try to educate them. So, I have a lot of people in my family who's retired from education, so I have a better understanding and a bit more appreciation for what y'all do, having served on the board for 4 years and having a teacher in my house. So, thank you.